Hello, hello, hello. We are starting to go live. And of course, guess who's late? All right, please let me know that you can hear us and see us. This is exciting, but it is our first one. So please bear with us. We have a lot going on. We have an iPad here, we have a computer here. And it's telling me I have to go to Instagram and start it. Okay, hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute, everyone. I don't know. We need our interns here. They haven't started yet. Okay, we might not be live on Instagram today. But how's everyone doing? It is Memorial Day weekend, and it's busy. We have a lot of people here in the city. It started probably Wednesday, which is great. So we're super busy. And I was down at the farmers market earlier today, and it is packed. So if you're thinking about going down to the farmers market, make sure that you park far, far away and walk or take your bike or whatever. But again, this is our first show. We are going to do this every Saturday at 10 a.m. If the weather's nice, we'll do it outside. If it's not so nice, we'll do it inside. We are here to talk real estate. We're going to have guests on in our industry, mortgage people, title people, attorneys, real estate attorneys, insurance people, talk about flood insurance. So we hope that you tune in every Saturday. If you cannot make it on Saturday at 10 a.m., it will remain live on all of our stations. So help us out here because we are doing this now. Tell me if you can hear us clearly. So help us out here. And there is a delay, by the way. Tell me if you can hear us. You just type it in so we can see it. A lot of people walking by. And who just joined us, but
oh my
Mr.
God.
Matt Cusamano from Cusamano Builders.
Good morning.
You see how I have you like right in front of your sign?
Plant
in the middle.
So organized.
So there's a little delay. So this is, we're talking here. That's our camera, and that's the delay.
Okay, I can't look at that one.
No, look at that one. That's right. So people are able to give us comments, talk to us about anything real estate. Today, Matt is going to talk to us a little bit about new construction, his new projects going on. Matt, why don't you start out by introducing yourself to those who don't know you? I know everyone does.
Yeah, right.
But tell them a little bit about what you do, how long you've been in business.
So Matt Cusamano, Cusamano Builders here in Brigantine. Moved down here in 1994, 30 years ago. And I'd say it's pretty amazing what I've seen since then as far as the building and developing on the island, the building practices, the materials being used, the style changes, the clientele. I mean, it's pretty remarkable in 30 years how much has changed. I mean, you've had to see it yourself, Maria, in your business as well. But I must say that the transformation has been amazing. I think the city has done wonderful with trying to really keep the demographic a certain way here, which I've spent many years in all the short points south of here. And one thing that I've always admired that they do here in Brigantine is they want to keep it a home style feel here, not overbuilt, not overpopulated. I mean, we have beautiful trees, grass, landscaping. Our beaches are phenomenal. I mean, yes, it's busy here in the summer, but it's not quite, and it's not overcrowded.
Not overcrowded.
So it's pretty amazing seeing, the change that I've seen, and being in the position that I am now, growing with the community over the years has been exciting and amazing learning experience. I mean, we all have to learn, as we go. And boy, it's in this business, being in the trades, which I love more than anything. It's such a passion for me and always has been. just getting that education and experience, you can't buy it. So I'm very proud and blessed to have been able to do that. And then Maria and I joining teams here together, over the years has really expanded our capability and our experiences as well, to be able to accommodate our clients in many ways to be beneficial, that her and I get to do together as a team amongst the other agents and people that we are involved with. So it's pretty cool.
And Matt didn't mention that Matt and I run the tailgate for the Brigantine Chamber of Commerce. So if you've ever come down and watched the Eagles on the beach, that's our event. We're the committee. We're the right, along with a lot of help. But we are a good team. And what Matt said is true. I didn't know you came in 94. I came in 95. So we've both been here a long while.
It's hard to believe.
It is. It really is hard to believe. And we did start out, I mean, back then it was a slow fisherman town, right? If you can see us, do me a favor and just put a comment so I can tell. Let me see. Create a channel, join the chat. No, we're not doing all that. It really has come from a small fisherman town to what it is today. Way back in the day before Matt and I got here, they were really great at laying this town out. Most of the lots are 40 by 90 or 60 by 100, maybe 50 by 100. The houses aren't right up against each other. They didn't take that Ocean City Sea Isle approach where you have all these condos on top of one another this way or townhouses this way.
I think they have 25-foot lots too. The lots are much more narrow
in those towns. Yeah, not here though. I mean, years ago, our forefathers figured that out, a long time ago, which has helped us now. And Matt, what do you see as some of the newer features that people ask you for in new construction?
Well, one that's been common for a while is still very much desired is open floor plans, open floor concepts in the living area, because nowadays, especially, people have become more family oriented. They want to spend more time together, especially ever, since the pandemic and all that catastrophe and people being separated. I feel that nowadays people, want to have a gathering area where not just friends, but family, everybody can be together at once and spend time and share, whatever the event may be that they're having and such. But I see that a lot. Style wise, it's quite remarkable in the changes. I remember back in the day, building decks on houses when we did small jobs and such like that, to have a pressure treated deck was pretty much the norm. But if you wanted an upscale deck, we built cedar decks. And, if you had a cedar deck, oh my gosh, that was like is top of the line. Now, none of those two really exist anymore. Now it's all vinyl products, composite decking, vinyl cladded decking, vinyl railings, now even aluminum cladded railings that are being built to withstand our salt air climates and such. So, those simple changes are magnificent how they've changed over the years.
And the see-through.
Yeah.
The see-through railing.
Yeah, so now we're doing like a lot of the spindles are aluminum, which can narrow down the diameter. So you can see through the rails. They're not so big and bulky and heavy looking. Appliances are unbelievable. I mean, what we used to get an appliance package for a home at $4 or $5 grand that we used to think was a lot. Now on average, it's 15 grand. I mean, it's
Wolf stoves. Sub-Zero fridge.
It's like going into a high-end car dealership if you go into the appliance places now. It's pretty remarkable. The tile that's out there and that's available now is exquisite. I mean, it's the options are endless.
I love the new designs.
Yeah,
I like the designs in the bathrooms, like the one you did on 305 Bayshore. The gray, it almost looks like our table here.
Yeah.
The designs to make a smaller area look much better and bigger.
Yep.
More unique.
No, absolutely. And the implementation of different colors and patterns. Now we're putting shiplap on walls, on ceilings. A lot more detail and trim and such. It's getting more. I don't want to call it high end, isn't the right word.
I say it's coastal cottage,
Well,
coastal farmhouse,
yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Like
There's a lot of that.
farmhouse,
We're seeing a lot of contemporary too that we're not used to at the shore points.
Right.
These contemporary homes that are very clean and simple, but have their own unique design themselves, and they really stand out. And they're starting to become more popular as well.
What do you think about features in the home in the age of electronics and Wi-Fi?
Well, that's. I'm glad we're able to keep up with the technology. As we know, with technology, it just keeps going, going, and going. I mean, now to have what was such a big deal, a smart home, is almost like standard anymore.
Yeah.
The information systems that are going in the homes now, you can, when you're getting ready to come to your shore home, your second home, wherever you're coming from, you can turn your air condition up, down, heat on, lights on.
Lights on. I like that.
I mean, and
Security.
it's really good too, because instead of you got to keep your heating and air at a certain temperature to keep the moisture and the humidity out of your house, no matter what time of year it is. So, but if you can, say, push that envelope to have that setting not too high or too low, but then have the opportunity to adjust it on your way down, so when you come down, you're comfortable, your house is ready. Versus a lot of times in the summer, if you don't have that option and leave your air conditioner in the summer, I should say, at 78 degrees, and you come down, well, it's going to take several hours for you to just drop 4 or 5 degrees. So having that technology gives that bit of comfort, to be able to do that before you even get down.
So I got a new request on new construction that I haven't told you yet. What do you think it is? What do you think people are asking for?
Pools?
No, everyone wants a pool. That is true. Everyone wants a pool, especially in the rental market right now. What are we seeing a lot more of out here?
Internally or externally?
Externally.
Awnings?
No. People are asking us for golf cart garages.
Oh. Well,
They are. They're saying, can Matt build us a house with a golf cart garage?
Well,
and
we can build.
The answer is we can build anything,
we can
right?
Build a garage, and you can put your golf cart in it. But we could build a larger garage that could house both your car and a golf cart,
Right.
and have a dedicated outlet, not only for your electric golf cart. One of the things that we're seeing most often are the electric cars.
Yeah.
So now what we're doing is we're putting electric car chargers in our new construction homes in the garages, whether it's for rental or for primary use, so to say.
Is that mandatory now?
No,
Not yet.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
No, we're just doing. I mean, it's not a expense, an expense to even consider
If you don't
being
need it.
concerned about. I mean, it's we're putting a dedicated line in, which means it has its own breaker. It's got a direct line from the breaker panel to the outlet, and that's how you charge your car and or your electric cart.
Joanna's asking a question. What are some of the best exterior siding options that aren't vinyl?
Well, I would definitely recommend the James Hardy fiber cement siding. I mean, it cannot rot. Now, you do have to paint it. So that's obviously, a maintenance thing, but it comes painted. So you select your color prior to purchasing the material. It gets installed, then you caulk and you touch it up. But the fiber cement material is just second to none, in my opinion. Lasts forever, but you do have to paint it. But
How often?
Down here, I'm thinking you need to really, if you have any type of painted exterior, I would say every 7 years should be, as long as it's a quality paint job from the start with quality product, I would say about 7 years. But that James Hardy siding is really nice.
How long? And it lasts?
Well, it's a material that doesn't decompose. It's not a wood material. It's fiber cement.
Wow.
It's a fiber and cement particles that are molded and formed into a plank style siding. It could be either like a shiplap siding,
Right.
could be the cedar shake siding, but that's pretty much as good as it gets. But now there are some really more on that contemporary style, as we talked about before. There's some I don't know exactly what they call it, but it's like more of like a grid system where they put a grid frame on the exterior house after it's
Yeah, I've seen
waterproofed, and they put these panels on it. Gives it more of a um, I don't know, a commercial type of look, but yet it's got a very contemporary appearance. So, but I like that James Hardy for your traditional residential homes.
Aren't you glad we got away from stucco?
Yes and no. So
Stucco,
that's
for us as realtors, we see a house that's stucco, we know there's going to be issues.
So that's a lot of that's a big part of that change that I've seen in the 30 years. So the procedures and how they did stucco, we'll just say 30 years ago versus now, is remarkably different because of the issues that they had with stucco. Now the procedures and products that they use, you don't have those issues anymore. So
no more water behind the wall. That's good.
No, they're the practices that we use now. It's quite different, and stone and stucco, that's as hard as and strong as it gets. So
Yeah.
But if it's not installed properly with the proper materials, you can have issues.
So what are you working on?
So we have right now have 4 homes going. One is about done finishing punch list. The other one we just started punch list on. So I have one I just broke ground on, and one about 3/4 of the way, and that's our limit. We really like to do 3 at a time, for the fact that I need to have control with my team, just to make sure that everything can run as smooth as possible. But I have a 3,000 square foot home on Roosevelt. It's an elevated 2-story, meaning that the whole ground level is garage and storage plus a foyer to get into the house, which is really awesome at a short point because it gives you all that storage and off-street parking, which, as we know down here in the summertime, it's a little
especially
busy.
Today.
A little busy. Yeah, it'd be awesome if we had.
We keep looking around. There's all this stuff going on around.
We had a counter of how many cars have gone by since we started.
It's very, very busy here.
But
right now.
so the ground level storage and garage is really desirable to a lot of people. Now, of course, that elevates your home another level out of the ground, and there's more steps. But at least you get some exercise while you.
That's right, and your flood insurance. Low.
Oh God, it's pennies.
Yeah.
But some of the homes are putting elevators in to help out with getting groceries and such and elderly folk into the home. But so that home is it's like I said, an elevated 2-story home. It's got 2 suites in it, and it also has 2 additional bedrooms. So it's 4 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms. Nice. Open floor plan. It's really cool, really nicely done. And then we have a really cool 2,000 square foot home on 6th Street North that's really fun to build. It's fits the demographic of the island quite well. It's not a giant home. I actually prefer to build the more reasonably sized homes here in Brigantine. The big homes are great and the real high end homes are great, but it's something about just sticking to more of a traditional size home to me, which I've done my whole life. I kind of enjoy that.
Kind of what Brigantine is.
Yeah,
I kind of reflects Brigantine.
Yeah, and then I think that's very important to keep that going. Yeah. I mean, not knocking any of the big houses, and
you build them too.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot more involved, a lot more time, of course, and but nonetheless, it's still I love every job, no matter what it is. That's that's why I do what I do. But
we're actually seeing a shift back to the more modest homes, 2,000 square feet, raised ranchers. People ask us for raised ranchers.
Morning.
1-story, 1.5 story, 2-story, and their reasoning is they don't want to clean the whole time they're at the shore.
Yeah, really.
They don't want to maintain the house while they're here. They prefer something a little smaller. So Matt's dead on with that. And outdoor kitchens, right? That's another
outdoor
new thing
kitchens,
everyone's asking
and then
us for.
Since the pandemic, that pandemic, we all have our own opinions, and we're not obviously getting into that. But there was some positive things, I guess, that came out of it, if you could say, that changed how people utilized their homes and how restaurants utilize their places, so forth and so on. But outdoor living, such touching on your point with the the outdoor grilling and stuff like that. And the pools, they're creating they created another, bringing the indoors, outdoors, I guess is what you would say.
Yeah.
They're now creating something they could do outside of their house, still on their property, with having a modest sized pool, grill. Now we have obviously the exterior, I call it exterior furniture, where you have the cushions. It's more comfortable. It's not your old style chairs, and
Right.
and people are just gathering now and spending more time together outside. So
Fire pits.
absolutely.
Yeah. We like a good fire pit.
Mm.
We've had fire pits out here for our sing along.
Yeah, but they're gas. We got to burn some wood.
This is true. This is true. A few other questions I just wanted to touch on. When you decide to build and you sit down and meet with a client, who is your ideal client? Like when you talk to people, like explain your process, because the one thing I love about Matt is he's unique. His homes don't all look like cookie cutter homes. You can't say, okay, that house looks like that house looks like that house. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, so to touch on the last thing that you said, the cookie cutter homes and everything's unique. So pretty much all the homes we do, except for a spec home that we put up here and there, they're designed specifically for the client and their needs. So, the first part of that process is, having a meeting with the clients in person, introducing each other and chit chatting. And at that point, then to kind of, start a wish list. I ask them some questions, to get a good idea of what they need in the home, not what they really want in the home. I mean, we all want more than we need, of course.
Well, not in a shore house, though.
Well,
some people do.
Like I said, going in the appliance place and you see all this, stuff that catches your eye, then you get the cost for it and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the point is that when we sit down in that initial meeting, that we, I get a good feel of what the client really needs for them and their family and how they're going to use it. Then I'll do a follow-up email and give them a list of questions to help build on that wish list to get even a better idea. And then what I'll do is, propose a rough budget, say, hey guys, you're looking at, 500,000, 800,000, 300, whatever it may be. Give them a budget and see if that is, morning. How are you? Good. Nice to see you, ladies.
Take a directory.
So, I'll follow up with the email, get a better feel, and give them a to-do list with, getting some more information. Oh, I said that already. Excuse me. So then I give them a budget. Sorry, I got interrupted as people walk by. But
busy.
now I know
it's real busy here right now.
Awesome. Island is booming.
I love it.
So once I give them a budget, then they give me their feedback, whether that feedback is, oh, that's more than I expected, or this is perfect. And usually that's what it is. We're in the ballpark and they say, okay, what's our next step? So at that point, then I introduce them to the architect. I meet with them as well and help, facilitate that meeting and discuss with the architect what the client's looking for, bring that person up to speed, and then the architect will put together a proposal for our clients, and that allows the procedure to get started with the design. And then, of course, once the design's done, now I can send out the plans, which are construction plans at this point. We can build a house with them, but now I'll send the plans out to my suppliers, to our subcontractors, and then we'll all start, getting the factual cost together. And at that point, once I have the factual cost, I put a proposal together for them that in detail specifies all the materials to be used, any procedures and items that are included in the job, in that proposal. They get, they review that. Then once we're in agreement on that, I put together a formal contract that goes along with that. And after those signatures are applied, then we apply for our permits and the building starts.
And we do have an office right here at 1012 West Brigantine Avenue. So you're able to meet Matt here. If you're thinking about new construction, you can talk to him. Your website is
CusumanoBuilders.com.
CusumanoBuilders.com. Your phone number, move your head so they can see your phone number, 266-9493. One of the other great things about Matt is he is on the job and he is extremely responsive. So when you call him, he calls you back. that's one of your great qualities. He's not doing 10 and 12 houses at a time. He is on every job site.
Well,
You
I
will
got-
see his truck, you will see his signs, right?
And I only build here on the island.
Right.
So for being blessed for 30 years to be able to live and work on this beautiful island that we have has been really amazing, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity. But yes, I only take on so much that we can handle, and I do my laps around the island, which is great from job to job, and
That's right.
it's really fun and exciting, and I love it very much.
It is. So as we've been live, I can't even tell you how much busier it's gotten, right?
It's unbelievable.
There's a line at Soulberry. There was a line to get into our new neighbors here, the Sunday Tea House, which has coffees and dumplings and Vietnamese food. And Teal Tail moved in across the street. There's been a constant stream of people going in and out of the Teal Tail. Now, the cops just showed up because they're actually slowing down traffic. They put signs in the middle of the median up and down the boulevard. They started doing that on Thursday that say slow down. And people are being a little more cautious this Memorial Day weekend, which is nice. Hi, how are you?
Morning.
What does Joanne say? Matt pays attention to fine detail. He got that eye. Yes, you do. You do have that eye. And he also brings us up to speed, right, Joanna? We have team meetings, and Matt tells us what people, what's new, what's exciting, what to tell our clients.
I'm sure I drive the ladies a little crazy once in a while.
Well, someone has to. But we do work great as a team. You have a team of realtors here. Hi,
Morning.
how are you? Good morning.
Shiny.
We're trying.
Houses. You want to buy one?
On a directory, we have the new directories here. But we work well as a team, and we can help you find a piece of land, find a tear down, find a lift, right? You don't do many of them anymore, but if needed, we have lifts, or just help you with new construction. Our latest project is 4 Franklin Place, right?
Yes.
Just broke ground.
We had the first floors framed up. We started putting the second floor joists on.
You're quick.
Yeah, we dealing with the weather that we had to.
Yeah.
We're trying to be as productive as possible. So but we're getting there. We should have it pretty much all framed up in about a week and a half from now.
What do you think is an end date for that? A delivery date?
The famous question that I always get asked by all the people: when are you going to get it done? When's the job going to be done? When do you think we're going to get done? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm hoping in about 6 months from now that we're pretty much completed. That's our goal. It is a spec home, so I am in charge of, making all the decisions myself. I do have assistance from my wife and Maria and the other ladies here to help, coordinate some colors and some options. So that's nice. But, I can move very efficiently in this build because I have total control, which is great. So I'm hoping in 6 months we should be able to get her close to being wrapped up, if not.
Perfect. So if you are interested in his new construction, you can either call Matt directly or call us on our line, which is 609-264-6179. That's our direct team line, the Shore House team. You can give us a call there. And another thing I wanted to ask you about was Coastal Colors. We have a new magazine out. Let me bring it out. That we just started a few months ago. Live, Love, Brigantine. It is about the luxury market in Brigantine. And we were talking in our last edition about Coastal Colors. We're seeing a lot of blues come back.
Mm-hmm.
And not that
soft colors.
Soft colors, but also that slate blue.
Yeah.
Like not navy, but not gray. Like it kind of in between.
Gray blue blend. Gray blue blend,
right.
Yeah, say that real fast.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that come back. And it's pretty. And it does match the grays. It matches the designs. It matches the wood. We're seeing a lot of wood incorporated with that.
So if you go by the 104 North Roosevelt that I'm just finishing up, that house has the siding is a bluish gray siding, and we actually did some stucco down below and beautiful stonework. But they picked out an awesome, I call it a pale yellow. It's just a soft yellow color for the front door. Go check out that door.
That is nice.
It's really cool.
That is nice. I'm glad that those coastal colors are coming back a little bit because they really define us. I mean, we're not Miami. We're not hot pink.
Yeah.
We're not, St. Lucia lime green.
Yeah.
But those coastal colors are truly the blues, the grays, the browns.
Yeah.
And I love the fancy doors. Are you seeing the metal roofs still being as popular?
Well, I would say probably a little bit more because they're being used. Well, so let me back step here a little bit. So as an accent, the metal roofs, in my opinion, really haven't stopped. The color and the finishings have changed, as anything with style goes over time. You're seeing a lot more, instead of the copper look, you're seeing blacks, you're seeing reds and blues, more different colors being implemented for these metal roofs for accent. However, I have started to see a few more homes having the entire roof done in metal. Metal roof, the warranty and the duration, the longevity, I should say, is phenomenal. That's why you see a lot of homes in the Midwest where they have severe weather, they have metal roofs because they're very durable. Now they're noisy,
yeah,
if you can imagine.
Are they loud?
They're a little bit more loud, but back to the building practices and then the requirements that we have pertaining to insulation, where we used to put R19 insulation. I think R19 is maybe 5.5 or 6 inches thick. We have to put R42 in the attic. It's 12 inches thick. So these homes have so much insulation in it. I'm sure that will assist in the soundproofing of the metal roof.
Okay.
I mean, it's a very expensive product, but it's one of them things you get what you pay for.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember we had a window on our house up in the Poconos, and the kids loved sleeping in that living room to hear it.
Yeah.
To hear the rain coming down on it. So I'd love to hear. Did you put one on the one on Roosevelt?
Just no metal accents there, but on 6th Street we have a metal accent, but it's just a little 2-foot roof that hangs out over the porch, so you're not really going to get that sound effect.
Yeah.
Okay. But the one at Fort Franklin, we have a metal access roof, just 2-footer that goes around the one deck, but on top of the master bathroom, which is it's almost like its own portion of it has its own portion of the roof. That entire roof is going to be metal.
Okay, cool.
So you could stand in the bathroom if you want to see
and listen to. I have another question for you or comment. Why don't you tell everyone about the really cool garage door you're putting on Fort Franklin?
The door you want me to put on there? So
we're going to encourage him. Okay, tell everyone you want this garage. Tell them you want.
So it's Maria's making it sound bigger than it is, but it's back to a little bit more of the modern coastal design that we're seeing down here. In our garage doors, we have a lot more different options. So you're seeing more glass panels instead of just going across the top. Now they're coming down the side. Now you're seeing all glass. Now, not see-through glass. It's all obscured
frosted.
But different colors. Like it doesn't have to be white frosted. It can be black frosted, gray frosted. And now they're even putting these lights on the inside of the garage to show some illumination coming through. But anyway, so back to our place, we're going to do one of the modern style garage doors that Maria's speaking of. I think we're going to do it where it's half of the door left to right, but I don't know if we're going to have 4 or 5 panels depending on how many are in an 8-foot high door, but we're going to do all the glass coming down the one side. Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
How are you? We are live on Facebook. If you want to say this is the wonderful Trisha. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
There she is.
How are you?
Go ahead.
Trisha Farry. I'm a new agent here with Brigantine Sotheby. So come down. We're the best around.
Are you going to the beach?
Yes.
Very cool. See,
Go
if
to
you
the
want to
beach.
buy a house on the beach, Trisha's going to be down there.
And then come see me and we'll go look for a house.
There you go.
Beautiful.
There
Have
you
a
go.
great Memorial Day.
I'm telling you, it's busy. We are busy here. Oh, Bridget, thank you. Bridget, we need wine.
Not it's too early.
Hey, it's never too early. Maybe some champagne mimosas.
That's it. Or Bloody Mary or something like
did
that.
you see QVC was down at Willow Creek Winery and they had some kind of a special thing going on down there? Did you see that, Bridget? It was, I don't know what they were selling. I just saw it. They had their own private event.
Very
Willow
nice.
Creek Winery, QVC. I'm interested to know what they were selling. If you want to ask Matt or myself any questions, now's the time to do it. You just put it in the chat and we will see it and we can respond to you. If you want to come down and talk to us, you can. We have the new Chamber of Commerce directories here. They just hit the streets on Wednesday. Again, we do have our new magazine. We are printing more and more of these monthly. If you want one, you could go on livelovebrigantine.com to order your own, or we will be giving them out. They are not cheap to make, so you can imagine we're not just giving hundreds out. But if you want to be an advertiser in here too, we have great rates and 20% off for chamber members and 50% off for nonprofits. Lot going on in the city today. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm not telling anybody. Take a little. Actually, no.
What are you doing this week?
I actually have a boat in the driveway that I need to get out of my way. So my father and I had gotten the boat all cleaned and prepped, got the boat started. That's a good thing. And this afternoon, I'm going to do the worst part of the project, and that's painting the bottom and the outdrive. And then after that, it's ready to go in. But I'm not going to put it in this weekend just because of the boat ramp, how busy it is, and everybody. I'm gonna wait till after Monday. But other than that, just gonna enjoy the island. Bridget and I, we did a bike ride last night. Another awesome thing about Brigantine being a small island. I mean, you can jump on your bike and go everywhere. It's great. So we'll probably cruise around and do stuff like that.
A few things I want to mention. They do have some new laws out about electric bikes and electric scooters. They just came out this week from the police station. So we will be posting it on our social media if we didn't already. It is also on cityofbrigantine.org, I think it is.
You talking about the chamber website?
No. The city actually put out the
Where are you going to post it? Where are you saying?
We'll put it on Shore House team.
Okay.
We'll put it on our Shore House team page. But there's new regulations for electric bikes and electric scooters. We want to keep our kids and our guests safe. There are helmet requirements, speed requirements, where you can ride them. So take a look at that. Also, we have a lot going on this weekend. The Memorial Day services are a little earlier this year. They start at 10 o'clock at the library in the middle of town. That's where the parade starts. And then it's going to go up Brigantine Avenue to Memorial Park, where they do the ceremony and the wreaths. That's what this weekend is truly about. All the sacrifices that our servicemen have made, people that never came home. So this is our weekend of remembrance. Bring the kids down. It's important for them to understand what this weekend is about. We love our hot dogs. We love hanging out. We love going to the beach, but it's truly about Memorial Day. So bring your kids down, teach them a little bit about Memorial Day. It's usually a very moving service with great speakers. Like I said, the farmers market is going on right now till 12 o'clock. It's the first one of the year, so I'm sure it's hopping. It was hopping when I went by. What else is going on in the city? All our shops are open.
Oh, absolutely.
You said you were at La Scala's last night?
Packed.
What do they have on the menu?
I don't know.
You
I didn't go there to eat.
Well, what did you drink? What do they have on the drink menu?
Well, I had a Miller Lite was good, and then I had a rum drink, club soda, and a splash of Coke. But so we just went and met some friends, and it was just unbelievable the amount of people that were there, and everybody having a good time. Everybody's smiling. I mean, the island, like you said, is booming. I mean,
it's booming.
There's 1,000 people had to walk by since we've been out here. I mean,
that's why we keep looking around. We must look like we're watching a tennis match, because there's a lot going on right now. Lots of stuff going on.
One of the things that we're noticing is you're seeing, a whole different demographic that's down here. You're seeing Bentleys, you're seeing Lamborghinis, you're seeing Porsches. I mean, holy
golf
cow.
carts
And
Mokes. Is that what they're called? Mokes? Those little Jeep looking things, but they're like a Woody. They look like the old fashioned Woodies. Moke. I think they're called a Moke.
They're pretty cool, but it's just amazing to see the changes in everything around here. It's crazy, but the island is kicking butt, and hopefully all the businesses are prospering from that. And
that I didn't even go off of. Where are my notes?
Well, you don't need notes. Just fly from the hip.
I am flying from the hip, but there are some things I have to say. Someone asked us to talk about the current market right now. We are at the top of the market. Not what everyone wants to hear, but it's happening. So about Super Bowl weekend, we started seeing, instead of one home a week or two homes a week going on to the market, we actually started to see one a day. Then we saw 2 a day. Then we saw 3 a day. So we're seeing homes coming on the market daily. What does that mean? It means our inventory is growing rapidly. So that backlog of buyers that we had are now able to find the homes that they've been looking for. So that is actually the turn of the market. The first thing we see in the turn of the market is the rentals start to slow down. We saw that at the end of August last year. That has continued this year. Our rentals are about 60% off. So if you are looking for a rental, you could get some great deals right now. We have 2 properties that have the whole summer open. So if you'd like a whole summer, call us. Our website for rentals is rentbrigantine.com. You can search by dates, and our rentals go Friday to Friday, most of them. So you can enjoy the whole weekend. You're not driving on a Saturday like today. You're actually able to walk around and go to the farmer's market early.
Yeah, Bridget went to the farmer's
did
market today, and I drove by. Holy smokes.
What'd you get, Bridget? Tell us what you got.
I don't know if she's actually watched,
She's
but I could.
there. I
oh,
could
she's
see
still there?
her.
Okay.
Of course she's watching.
I don't do this technical
Oh,
stuff.
please. We talked about what was going on in Brigantine. We talked about the magazine. I'm going to give a little shout out to our awesome team.
Absolutely.
We've been working hard all week to get ready for this weekend. Our amazing administrative assistant, Melody, has been helping us with materials, getting our rental packets ready. We have some interns starting next week. We have Keely coming back. If you met Keely last year, she's coming back again this year. And we have 1 or 2 other interns that are going to be here. They're college interns that come and help us out for the summer. They'll be out here promoting Soleil Sotheby's and Cusamano Builders. And we got our plants out. Our little neck of the woods here looks pretty good. What do you think? Good morning. So I want to thank our team. Our team of agents are amazing. We are all experienced agents. We're not, we're not new agents. We are all experienced. So it's really great to come in and have a conversation with us. We do a lot of consulting, which is different than your typical agent. When we come and speak to you about listing your house, we're basically consulting with you about the real estate market and explaining the current vibe, right? The current temperature of the market. And we help you make educated decisions. You make the decisions, but we educate you on where we are today.
And we help guide as best we can
right.
and suggest. And
Correct. And I can honestly say I've been on 3 listing appointments this week, and I think that the sellers were a little shocked at the way the market is turning. You know, the numbers, we're not seeing multiple offers on houses if they're not priced correctly. So if they're overpriced, they're sitting on the market longer. The average day on market right now is 65 days, right? A great market is more like 30 days to 45 days. We're back up at 65 days. So it's taking us a little longer to sell the houses.
But with your guidance to the client of
Correct.
pricing it appropriately,
Correct.
You're able to diminish that time frame on the market.
Correct. And then some other things we're able to do as Sotheby's. We are the only luxury brand on the island, and that is for your homes that are 500,000 and up, which are most homes, all homes right now. We are experts in the $1 million price range.
Morning.
So if you are selling a house, you should give us a call. We have an international marketing team that makes sure that your house gets out to everyone it should get out to, and they do advertising in the Wall Street Journal. They actually take a look at each listing and decide where it should be marketed, where the best place to market it is. It's not just like this bulk thing. It's actually it's a unique process. We don't do the same thing that everyone else does. And we're known for our marketing. We're known for our internet technology. We're known for doing things like this. All my crazy ideas, right?
I'm not known for this.
Well,
you bring me into all this stuff.
It's my fault. It's all my fault. But Bridget brought me a delicious chicken pot pie
Aunt
soup.
Joni. Hi, Aunt Joan.
Hi, Aunt Joan. So, we do have a lot going on. What I would like to say to everyone out there when you're deciding to pick a realtor,
Morning.
please pick hi, how are you? Please pick someone on the island. It doesn't have to be me. I wish it was, me or my team. We're awesome.
Keep it local.
You should pick us. But if you're not picking us for whatever reason, or someone, please pick a local realtor. We as realtors, our jobs have gotten much, much harder because there are agents from other areas coming down and giving wrong advice to our clients. So then the clients call us, and now they want to know, like, who's telling the truth, right?
Yeah.
Who's telling the truth, and we're the ones that live here.
We're going to know the most about the
We have our
area.
feet in the sand. We know which streets flooded. We know the flood insurance policies. You know, everything that needs to be up to date. We talk to builders like Matt about new construction. We know what's going on in the city. We listen to the planning board meetings. We attend the planning board meetings. We go to the city council meetings. Please pick a local realtor. Do yourself that service, please. Make sure it's someone on the island that has an island address, not someone that just sells Brigantine, okay? Someone that actually has an office on the island, because we are in the loop. There's a lot of talk going on about the NAR settlement. Just so you know, we didn't agree to that. The NAR kind of did that on their own. But at the end of the day, we're professionals, just like attorneys. So we're going to get through whatever the NAR decided, and we're going to forge forward. Because at the end of the day, people want to buy shore homes, and people want to sell shore homes, and we're here to help facilitate that.
And like Joanna just chimed in, being that you're local, you can do walkthroughs of homes almost instantly.
Right, and we do. We do. We also do video walkthroughs for anyone out there.
True.
And we also know when something's coming on the market. We sometimes have pocket listings where the clients say to us, look, I don't want a sign in my yard. I don't want it on the market, but here's what I'm looking for. Please, if you have anyone interested, let me know. We have a lot of private sales going on right now, especially since COVID. So it's to your advantage to use an island realtor. And of course, hopefully it's one of us. Let me tell you a little bit about my team. We have Bridget Cusamano, who is Matt's wife, who, in addition to being an excellent realtor, always supplies us with wine and champagne, which we love.
That's her main profession.
She does both.
Well, she does.
She does both. And she has
She's
the class and knowledge to do both.
I'm a blessed man. She is quite remarkable in the two businesses that she's involved in, and I couldn't be more proud.
That's right. And we have Joanna Driscoll, who is on here chatting with us. Joanna is not only an experienced agent who's been selling on the island for a long time, but she's really good at decor. She's good at bringing a room together, bringing a house together.
She's actually helped a client or two of mine.
Yeah.
I put them in touch to help pick colors out.
Yep.
She's really got that good eye.
Yep. And so does our other agent, Amy Walsh.
Oh, yeah.
Amy is excellent at that also.
It's unbelievable.
And Amy's great with working with investors. She's not
got
only
that savvy.
She doesn't only work on the island. She does a lot of work in Absecon and Galloway. She's able to help people and investors buy multiple properties. Celeste Smith is the agent that jumped over with me when I came to Sotheby's, and one of my very good friends. She is wonderful, and she was born and raised here.
Yeah,
so
talk about knowing the island.
Yeah, she knows the island in and out, and she has a huge clientele list, and her clients love her. She goes out to dinner like every weekend with different clients, and I need her life.
Yeah.
I need her life. And like I said, Melody Conklin, she is our amazing admin assistant.
She keeps us all together.
We could not do what we do if it wasn't for Melody. So just wanted to put that